So you may have been feeling really tired lately. You may have been feeling like you just want to relax. You don't really feel like doing too much. Maybe you've been having some triggers around the community wound coming up. Maybe you've been having some triggers around your mother wound coming up, your father wound coming up. Maybe you've been having some subconscious beliefs of not being ready or not feeling worthy or not feeling good enough. This is Cancer season that we're in right now, and we just went through a big full moon. So this is a time where we're releasing the things that no longer serves us, and certain wounds will rise to the surface. And I want to make this video, this shadow work transmission right now, to remind you, when these things come up, it is very easy to want to just distract ourselves with smoking or, going out and drinking or having sexy time with, whoever, which sex is great, have fun, but just saying, if it's like someone who you shouldn't be with or something like that, just really trying to escape the feelings. But I want you to understand that when it comes to our trauma, when it comes to our triggers, these are things that can be transformed. These are things that can be alchemized. These are things that does not have to have the hold on us that it has on us. We can do the work around it, right? We can do the work to really alchemize this energy. So I'm going to give you the first few steps to doing shadow work when you find yourself feeling triggered. Number one, acknowledge. Acknowledge what's really happening. How are you feeling right now? What was the thing that triggered you? How is it making you feel? Not the way that you want to feel, but how do you really feel? Do you feel angry? It's okay, right? Do you feel sad about it? Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel upset? What are you feeling? Because we usually want to run away from those feelings. But when it comes to our shadow work, we need to lean in to the feelings that comes up, because remember, with the shadow, if you keep running, it's going to keep chasing. It's not going to stop chasing you until you turn it around, look it in the face, and have a conversation. So we're going to turn around, but I'm feeling something. Let me turn around and have this conversation. This is where you accept the emotion. I feel angry about this. I feel sad about this. I feel like whatever. I feel betrayed about this. I don't feel good about this. I'm so bothered by this. I'm angry about it. And just really let yourself feel the emotions. Don't try and smoke it to make it less. Don't try and do something to make it less in the moment, right? Of course, we'll talk about you do need to move from the emotion soon, but we're going to get through how to transform it first. So feel the emotions, accept the emotion, and then I want you to set a 10-minute timer on your phone and get your journal and something to write with. Do something called a stream of consciousness journaling. So just write everything down for 10 minutes. Everything on your mind, everything on your heart. Get it out, get it out, get it out. And then once that timer is off, I want you to just look back over it and see what came up for me during this meditation. During this journal sesh. What came up for me here? And then this is when it's time to consult with our higher wisdom, our higher guidance, our higher, right? So some people, this is where you can pray about it. You can call in your angels, your ancestors, God, whoever you believe in. But this is a time to go into a meditative state. Now, I highly, highly, highly recommend, me particularly, I meditate and connect with the goddess Isis/Osset, right? Or whatever goddess I'm working with at the time, or I'll meditate and connect with my spirit guides. Something I want every single person here to know: you have spirit guides on this earth with you. You have spirit guides. Your spirit guides were with you before you incarnated on this earth. They're with you every step of the way, and they'll even be right there to greet you once you transition over. We all have spiritual guides. They are guides for our souls, and the beautiful thing about them is not only can we call on them for support anytime, but you can also meditate and meet with them in the spiritual plane. So with that being said, I highly recommend doing a guided meditation to connect with your spirit guides. or a guided meditation to connect with your higher self, or a guided meditation to connect with any god or goddess you're working with, whoever, something that is in the spiritual realm. Do a guided meditation to get higher wisdom around it. Get the knowledge. When you do the meditation, come back, write it down. Then I want you to take a few moments to just cry, release it. If this is a period where you need to release the energy around it, what you'll see a lot of the times is that your triggers are triggering something that is deeper than the moment. The moment is just brushing up against a wound that you already have. So for example, if you're mad that someone didn't call you back, or somebody didn't choose you, or somebody didn't text you back, when you do this process, you might want to see where is it when I was a little kid that I didn't feel chosen, that I didn't feel seen, that I didn't feel that somebody didn't really show up for me. Who was that for me? What happened there? What is this reminding me of? Is this reminding me of a relationship that I had with my parents? One of my parents? Is this reminding me of a past relationship? Because when we get triggered, we tend to travel back in time. It's like a time machine in our subconscious mind. When we get triggered, we tend to journey back into a specific time, and we tend to act from that wounded space, right? You know, we tend to feel from that wounded space, that past version of yourself that first felt that. We tend to respond from that space and energetically, right? Until we become self-aware and do a lot of shadow work. Meditation too. So I want you to be honest with yourself about what does this remind you of? What pain happened that this particular experience is reminding you of? Right? And then I want you to cry, honey. Let it out. And I want you to, with the person who has hurt you, this is where it comes to, maybe we may not always feel ready to do forgiveness, but what I do want to challenge you to do is write them a letter. What is everything that you wish that you can say to them? Get it off your chest, no matter how irrational it sounds. Let it out, get it out, write it down, let it out, release it, right? And then I want you to burn it. Read it out loud first and then burn it. Let go. Let cathartically feel the energy leaving your body when you write those letters and you burn it and you release that energy. And so once we let go of that energy, I also highly recommend doing a soul tie cutting meditation, if you know, because even if it's like someone who you still want to stay in a dynamic with, maybe the dynamic has become a little, you know, it might not be delicious enough. So when you do a soul tie cutting meditation, and if you need a recommendation, you can DM me and I'll send you one. You know, you can even just purify the cords that connects y'all together. So you can change the energy and have a conversation with the person in the spiritual realm when you're meditating, right? This will bring your soul peace. It'll cleanse the energy between you and the person. And I want to say it can give their soul peace. That's really up to them. Right now, we're just focusing on your wellness, how to transform your emotions when you find yourself getting triggered. Okay. And then after that, this is what I want you to do. You released it, you let it out, you probably feel tired, you know, it's exhausting. Now it's time to reprogram your subconscious mind. Now it's time to, you know, write down the complete opposite. It's time to focus on your desired outcome. So this is where make sure you have a journal for manifestation, for scripting. This is where your scripting comes in. So you're going to write down the situation how you want it to be, right? I am chosen in my life because I choose me. You know, I am healed, I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm loved. This particular, whatever you want to see, I want you to write it down as if it is your current reality and as if you're grateful for it. I am so happy and grateful that my relationship is healed now, that we talked it out and we found an understanding. I'm so happy and grateful that I found peace within myself. They found whatever you need to say, right? And then last but not least, we're going to lock it in. Now, you're going to do a 10-minute meditation, a manifestation visualization meditation. You can literally go on YouTube and type in 10-minute guided manifestation meditation. The screen is like, the thumbnail's like orangish yellow, and you can do that as many times as you want to manifest everything. We're quantumly shifting into a new reality with that meditation. And if you really want to take it up a notch, y'all know me, I recommend doing some candle magic so you can manifest your desired outcome with the candles too. Or you can use pneumonia jar to turn the situation around. We're going to bring some, I'm always going to bring some magic in the situation, because magic is, you're imprinting upon the universe, you're imprinting upon your subconscious when you're utilizing your candle magic in addition to your visualization and your scripting. The reason why we call it spells is because you're spelling. So when you're scripting, you are already writing your spells. Your fire is just a physical manifestation of you sending the frequency into the universe, kind of like Uber Eats. You're ordering something, right? It's a whole thing. If you want to learn how to manifest with candle magic, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that you can watch. And last but not least, that's it, and then you just repeat your affirmations, repeat your affirmations and just trust that the energy is going to shift. But when it comes to us being triggered, when it comes to these things coming up, we can feel it, but honey, listen, you don't got to stay in it forever. You really don't. You can overcome things, like you can heal from things. And don't get me wrong, I know it can be exhausting because shadow work is a very layered thing. It's layered. You're an onion. You are ageless. You have lifetimes of stuff that you've endured. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Once you learn the blueprint of how to do shadow work, which I literally just gave you a really thorough step-by-step process of how to work through, you can, in any situation that you get triggered, you can follow this blueprint. And you can literally start to alchemize your triggers one by one by one. And even if it doesn't fully go away, right? Even if it doesn't completely go away just yet, it might take some time. Maybe the wound is very multi-layered. At least it'll get less and less and less powerful. The more you face it, the less control it has over you. You integrate your shadow. You look it in the face and you say, I'm going to sit with you. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to look at you. I'm going to talk to you. And I'm going to love you. And over time, you get to see that a lot of the time your shadow is your inner child. It's a younger version of yourself that's pissed. And it's chasing after you saying, hey, look at me, look at me, look at my pain. So we just let's just start being more loving to ourselves, and let's start doing our shadow work, because that's the only way that we can really heal. And when it comes to relationships, it's the only way we can really start to have those healthy relationships, not only with ourselves, but with each other. And I swear to you, that's all I want. I really want us to have better relationships with each other. I love is art to me. I love love so much. I'm a lover on the deepest level. That is why I want us to love each other. I really do. And the opposite of love is fear. And if we don't do our shadow work, we just gonna keep showing up in this fear-based energy, and it's not giving love. And I want to see more love. So let's get it together. Okay? So you already know, if you need a reading, if you need some assistance with this, feel free to book a shadow work reading in the comments. It might be in the comments, might be in the chat box below. And I love you so much. My name is Mia, the Mystic Therapist. I am a psychic medium. I am a shadow work practitioner, a licensed clinical creative arts therapist and counselor. I am also a tarot reader and a candle magician, a magician. So if you need anything, you already know where to go. Book my site. And if you are ready to get into some shadow work, our first class that we are going to be launching is our shadow work course. So we have a course to guide you through everything. And you are going to be so different when you finish, in the best way. I promise you that. I can promise you that. If you follow the steps, if you do the work, if you put the work in, Okay, so thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please drop 5 hearts in the comments. Give me some love. Make a donation if you want to donate to the Goddess Business Flames of Love. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. Mwah.